Welcome to The Switch, podcasts that are wired to online and offline marketing.
We've got to the part of the show. Really interesting chat, guys. It's really important at this point in time that we do a demo.
Okay.
On let me just try and get this thing going. It's a collaborative demo, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It's a collaborative demo. So let's come out of that. Let's just go in here again. I'll shut this. I'll close the metaverse if that's okay, you guys.
We didn't need it anyway.
It was boring.
Who needs it? Who needs it? So, I am logged in. So, what I'm going to do is. Okay, so we are. Just give me a second. I don't really want my browser. So this is Midjourney.
Midjourney for tattoos. That's an awesome use case that I didn't think about before.
Mm.
Oh.
Get the
Why do you want one a tattoo
before you commit?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
preview.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just for the, let me just record this because I stuffed up the recording again. So Midjourney, if for all those viewers who don't know what Midjourney is, it's an art generator based on prompts. And as you can see, we have the Midjourney. I joined Midjourney maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I thought I'd just better check it out. And man, I am hooked. It is so cool. Yeah. It is very, very cool. And it takes a while to get used to because the sign-up process is a bit weird because you go to Midjourney and you sort of can't really figure the user experience isn't great.
No, it isn't.
And you sign up and you get a free plan and then it pretty much bombards you with different stuff. And you have to sign up for Discord.
Yes.
And for those who don't know what Discord is, it's like it's a platform for, it's a community platform, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where communities get together and do stuff.
Yep.
But I would say 70 to 80% of our networking group probably wouldn't have a clue what Discord is.
No.
But Midjourney uses Discord. So when I signed up, I was told to go to Newbies 12 or Newbies 42 or any of the newbie channels just to see what other people are doing. And so you can see, female playing violin, blah, blah, blah. And you got some really cool artwork and you could spend hours just going through all this stuff. So the premise is basically you want to type in, you want to type in imagine. Mm-hmm. It's pretty straightforward. You press space and then you, what did I say? Imagine. Yeah. Then you just type in your prompt and it prompts you for a prompt. And then you can type in whatever you want and it generates something. Yep. Okay. If you are a bit shy and you don't really like really showing what you're doing, you can create your own server. So I've got another server here. And I've started creating some artwork for my music, which is pretty cool. But I'll just hop back into Midjourney and go onto the newbies channel. So I thought we could do a collaboration, and we only got a couple of minutes left because that's gonna stop in a minute. We'll come back to this in a second.
Yep, no worries.
Alrighty, welcome back to The Switch. We are about to head into Midjourney territory, where we are doing just a quick demo of the capabilities of Midjourney. So I'm just going to get my screen recorder going. Okay. So this is, we did want to talk about some of the benefits of using AI.
Yeah, we don't
Yep.
want it to sound like it's all doom and gloom.
Not doom and gloom. It's not doom and gloom all the time. So I've got this. I'm in the newbies. I thought we could create a. So again, I'm just going to reiterate. Midjourney is an AI platform for creating artwork. When you sign up, you got to jump into Discord. You got to sign up for Discord, which is a community of like-minded people on particular servers. So Midjourney have set up a number of servers here. Well, it's got its own server, but a number of group chats here. And I'm just jumped into newbies 12. And for a lot of users, it's quite daunting because you get so much activity going on.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah.
pretty simple in the end. And people are making, as you said, people are making careers out of this already. So professional prompt writers are can charge a bit of money for this. So imagine, and you got to type in a prompt. So Wayne, do you want to start us off with the first part of the prompt?
Imagine an elephant alone in the desert.
Okay. John? Take your time.
This is the hard part of these things now.
Okay,
Is
what's
trying to.
what's the elephant
get it.
wearing, or what is he doing?
I was gonna say maybe looking for an oasis.
So we see Noel Gallagher popping up. Mark?
With a soldier on his back, ready for battle.
Nice.
And I'm going to put drinking a cup of tea. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So what happens now is Midjourney, they review my comment and see if it's offensive or not.
Yep.
Yep, it sort of senses what you write
Yeah.
because some quite offensive artwork could possibly come out of it. So I'm just waiting for the bot to actually start. Oh, there it is. It's starting to generate. So an elephant in a desert drinking a cup of tea, looking for an oasis.
And then we can plug in and change the style and add intricacies through this.
You can. I've had a little bit.
fine-tuning it.
I've had a little difficulty with that. It's interesting, and you're going to get 4 versions: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can actually upscale some of them. So the ones you actually like, you can absolutely upscale. So that's what the U 1, 2, 3, 4 is. You can have different versions of this picture. So which one do we like, guys?
Can we preview them, make them a bit bigger?
Yeah, I can preview them. Can you see that?
Yep. I can now.
Or
I
I
like
can
the bottom right.
I can open it up in another browser. Oh, that is cool.
Yep.
That is cool. Bottom right. Okay, let's go bottom right. Just come out of that. And then I'm just going to do 4 more variations of that one. Or should we upscale? Okay, I'm just going to 4 more variations of that. What does it say? Remix prompt. Okay, I'm just going to do the same. Do the same. I always put the prompt on just so I can change stuff. That's what you mean, isn't it? You refine it.
Yeah, refine it.
Doesn't
yeah.
always come back with what you want, though.
No.
So
And that's like some of the stuff that I've seen is just so amazingly detailed and intricate. And that is all about the prompts and the language that you're using.
yeah, absolutely. And the quality, when you actually upscale it, the quality is incredible.
It is, yeah.
Absolutely incredible. So there you go. That's what we've got. You can actually do a revise of that one as well, but let's just see what's going on here. Let's open in the browser so we can get a big.
Yeah, cool.
Look at that. That is very, very
There's
cool.
a floating cup of coffee on the top left.
And so
then
there
in
we
the
are.
background, it's like a factory
Yep.
cup of coffee.
There's
on
a
the
floating
bottom.
cup of coffee on the top right, just on the soldier's shoulder.
That's where it needs to be.
See
Bring the
that?
coffee
So
closer.
they're the anomalies you're always going to get. And
That's
why your
right.
prompts have to fine tune.
Also,
You know?
with our prompt, we said to have him on the
Yes,
back, and
he's not on the back.
They didn't provide it at
Well,
all.
he's on the back of the elephant, visually speaking.
Yeah.
we
like
see
towards the
his back.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Maybe a bit
Yeah.
confused with that.
Yeah. So definitely the wording is very important in terms of
See, I've been trying to find the prompt that would get me someone's back. It's always frontward facing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
yeah,
so by
really
that
interesting,
and
yeah.
the way that it's interpreted, you could then refine it by saying the soldier riding on the elephant's neck, holding a cup of coffee in his left hand, and then all of a sudden you'll get closer to what you wanted.
Well, let's do that.
Let's
All
do
right,
it. Let's see
okay,
it.
let's do it. Let's do.
See what it does.
Let's do it. So, which one did you want?
Oh, well, I suppose it doesn't really matter which one we
Just-
choose because that last lot they're all kind of similar.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go number 2. I'll go number 2.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, what do I want to add?
The soldier is riding or sitting on the neck of the elephant, holding a cup of coffee. Was it a cup of coffee or tea? Tea in his right hand.
On the neck, not next.
Yeah, on the neck. Yeah, on
you
the
got-
neck.
You got next.
no Grammarly in Discord.
There is actually.
Please.
Is that right?
Neck, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Of the elephant holding a cup of tea. Yeah. Good.
Yep.
Oh. Submit that.
And let's see
So yeah, we'll see what it comes up with. But I love these anomalies because I've got this vision in my head, but I'm rubbish at drawing. I'm awful. I'm awful at artwork.
Yeah.
And so when I come up with this, and I see something like this, and I think, oh, that's something that's even cooler than what I imagined. I'm just blown away by.
Well, I mean, you know, we're going to use this one way or the other in our businesses. But for instance, if we're needing a poster image or a front cover and we've got raw material from a photographer already, so it's legally paid for,
Yeah.
then, and we have permission to manipulate the photo, then you can input that photo and then do things to it in this by prompts. Having said that, you can do that and you'll be able to do that in Photoshop in the new Firefly version and whatever. So I think it's the legalities around where this information is being pulled from. That hasn't done.
That is
hasn't
so
done.
funny.
Yeah.
The bottom left is like
It's
Whoa.
there's no soldier.
Whoa.
That is cool.
He's not even on the elephant at all yet. I mean, so
No.
that prompt didn't work at all.
No.
What's going on with this guy at the top left? Is he facing this way now?
Actually, he's actually drinking a cup of tea.
and he's
Okay.
got
So-
one on his shoulder too.
He's also
Yeah.
got one on his shoulder. So yeah, really, really interesting. But you can go back to your history. You can go back to your history, and you went, that was a fail.
Yeah.
Go back to your history, and then you can upscale one of them. So the
Yes.
coolest one actually probably was the original one, wasn't it?
Is this using version 5 of Midjourney, or is it just the free version, which I think is full?
It's not free. This is version 5, I think.
I think that's the default now. The version 5 one.
Oh, okay.
It
Even
is,
on
yeah.
the free,
Yeah, I was on the free one for a long time.
and it's in version 5 now. Is it?
Yeah, even the free one got upgraded. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So what's the what are the controlling factors with a paid version? Like, what does that empower you to do? To pull it off and use it,
Yeah.
to access it, get a high resolution output image that you can then
Used commercially.
And it gives you more processing time.
Yep.
I think I get 3 hours and 3 seconds. I don't know why I got the 3 seconds.
Yep.
But that as an image, like a dreamscape.
Can you zoom into the detail on the elephant more, Steve? There, I just want to see, because it looks like there's quite a bit of detail in that elephant.
Does, yeah.
It looks like really, really detailed and realistic, which is cool.
Yeah, it is very
He's got
detailed.
something on his back as well. I don't know, that's leaves or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love the big cup of coffee in the back, which could be a restaurant that you go to in this futuristic world.
Absolutely. And this guy's
That's what
famished.
Yeah.
He's looking at this elephant thinking, oh, I can eat that. And he goes, oh, no, I can eat that. Yeah, but pretty amazing. But
I keep thinking Genie's lamp for some reason. When I say that. So it does it.
But we all talked about the benefits, though. Yeah, I mean, you guys were talking about the benefits a few minutes ago. Like you were talking about Firefly.
Yep.
Yep. What are the other benefits that we're looking at?
So I'm really passionate about the educational opportunities that are there. It relates back to a story of my childhood where I was friends at school with basically the smartest kid in school, and he made me feel inadequate in so many ways. Part of it, I think, had to do with the fact had to do with the fact that his mum was a judge. So, and they would argue all day with each other. So imagine arguing as a 10, 14-year-old kid with your mum who's a judge all day. And
oh, jeez.
I'm sure he would lose all the arguments with her, but with other kids...
He killed it.
He absolutely killed it. So I think that's what AI could bring to education in anybody's home, to have not necessarily a judge arguing with you, but on any topic that you want to learn about or you want your child to learn about, you can have a French AI teacher that speaks to your child in perfect French accent. And through that, every Friday, 3 p.m., your child is able to learn French at a fraction of the cost or the expense that you would otherwise have to take to drive him or her across the town 30, 40 minutes one way and pay the teacher and so on. So, yeah.
But you could ask it to do it in the simplest, most efficient way as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that you're not, you know what I mean? Like, I want to learn guitar. The easiest way to learn guitar.
Oh, jeez. I need that. That sort of brings a question whether homeschooling could really come as part of the homeschooling wave that's going on at the moment. I mean, it's been going on quite a while. People are disillusioned with this education system and want to chuck their kids on AI.
And hasn't there been some cases already with students and universities using...
Oh, yeah. To do their homework.
Yep. Of course that was going to happen. I mean, human nature dictates we're going to try that one.
Yeah. My daughter has tried, and she said it's not very good.
Yeah.
It's pretty unconvincing. They do it's a general high level synopsis of what you want to write, but when you get down to the detail, and then you've got to talk about it.
What year is she in?
Year 3 scenography.
Okay, so she's in uni.
Yes.
But what about like high school?
Yeah, high school is not great either. Yeah, because you got to know the material when you go into an exam.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you could easily write the assignments in high school with GPT-4.
Oh yeah,
easily. Absolutely.
And again, if it's the prompts and so if you want it to sound convincing, you can ask it to sound convincing. There's a lot of things you can do to control the outcomes, and probably some people just aren't putting the right information in. I'm sure you get the results.
But the fact finding, like the searching for detail, is very, very relevant.
The fact finding just got an upgrade through the plugins. There's now, I want to say, 50 different plugins that you can enable on the paid version, which costs $20 per month. And those plugins then give you directly from the chat function the ability to search the whole internet. So you can go, I'm writing a paper on topic XYZ, find me the most relevant research papers on that, and ChatGPT essentially opens a web browser, searches the whole internet for what it thinks it could be the most relevant papers, and then brings them back, and you can then ask for summaries as well. So again, the educational aspect of that being not having to go through and read all of these papers, being able to summarize what these are about, just to know if it's even something you want to go in deeper. That's one thing that I wasted so much time in university, reading something where I didn't have a good clue about what the whole paper was about. And then I spent 30 minutes and it was complete waste of time because it wasn't actually on the topic, but it seemed somewhat related in the beginning.
Bard is actually just connected to the internet itself, and also YouTube. It's got all the transcripts of all the YouTube videos. And you can just use that for free.
So am I right? I mean, I thought I heard somewhere along the line that it's way more powerful because it can go to places to get information over and above what Google can. So it's got it's allowed to get information that Google can't typically access. Is
The
that
search
correct?
engine, I think so.
It
Yeah.
might be connected to research papers as well. There's definitely one plugin in particular for ChatGPT that is for academic research papers. So you can say
Wow.
you can say in a prompt, using this research paper plugin, find me the most relevant articles on that topic, and that again cuts down a huge amount on the research time. And then you say, provide me a summary in a bullet point form on what this research paper talks about. And now you didn't have to use your web browser, type all these different things into Google Scholar or your university system. So yeah, it's learning on steroids in so many ways.
Unreal.
So, I mean, you talk about all the benefits, and there are obviously some huge educational benefits, some huge creative benefits, but you can't help looking past the doom and gloom, can you? Because you're talking about almost replacing teachers, should we say, or replacing tutors as a start. When you're talking about cinema, there's already a lawsuit going from the Writers Guild about AI learning, for example, all the episodes of Simpsons and then coming up with better scripts than what was actually created. But on the flip side, the benefit, let's start with the benefit. The benefit of that is if it could rewrite the latest Star Wars trilogy. That's based on the original trilogy.
Yes.
Mainly The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
That was such a good show. But didn't something happen with Michael Schumacher that his family was suing a company that wrote something about him that was AI generated and there was misinformation in there? That's going on right now.
Really?
Because he's still not well. He had a skiing
accident, yeah.
And he's not in a good way. And then something was released without his permission.
Oh.
And so there is actually a case going on in and around that right now.
Yeah, the concern about fake news is huge. The OpenAI CEO was just invited to the American Congress maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, and they were grilling him on the impacts of AI on elections, for example, in relation to fake news. So through the API, anybody can get access and ask basically ChatGPT to generate news about Trump, whether they're true or not, essentially.
Yep.
And then it's up to the people who own OpenAI to realize, hey, somebody's trying to game our system here and generate a bunch of fake news that they probably want to release later on places like Facebook to sway an election. So there's
Wow.
You can produce photos of anyone doing anything. I mean, this is the part that's the most scary, I think.
Yeah, I think it's also scary because the stuff is out in the wild already. You can run models on your own hardware. Facebook's Llama model they released that, but they didn't release the weights. And then some kid at Facebook goes, "Oh, here's all the weights," and so all the training has been done on it. And those are very powerful. And so you can just run that on your own hardware. So there's nobody stopping you from generating, there's no detection that, this person's trying to make disinformation because you just do it on your own computer. So, and in all honesty, training these models is not really that hard. It's just about how much compute, the data, and how big a model that you want to have. They're not particularly complicated, or there's no real difficulty. There was even a memo that went out through Google where they one of the engineers put out and said, "We don't have any moat around our AI stuff. Anybody can do this stuff. We've got no moat. We've invested in all this stuff, and it's just and OpenAI's got no moat as well. It's just."
What do you mean by no moat?
Well, in a business, you'll have a moat where other businesses or other people who are competing have to get through the moat.
To actually
start
Protecting the
competing
castle.
with you.
Yeah, I thought it was an acronym.
No.
Yeah.
Apple is, with all of their integration with all their different things, strengthens their moat because you go somewhere else, you don't get that integration.
Yeah.
But they're saying with these models, anybody can make them, and then they're out there, open source now, and so we've got no protection on these, so these are difficult.
Wow.
So it's going to be very difficult to control.
And why do you think hacking and cyber is so huge right now? more than any time before is because they're utilizing AI.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's making their job easier.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
When we come back, we'll discuss how it impacts our businesses.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Sounds good.